Beautiful. And action.
For me, watching sex on TV is a little bit awkward. But imagine what it's like for the actors. What will the aunties think about this? Look away, Namila, look away.
And cut. Sorry guys, I had to go a little bit longer. We got a really good shot, that was worth it.
Oh, no.
All good?
Michala Banas is an intimacy coordinator.
So we know what the scene is. So we know we don't need to check groin touch. So we're going to take groin completely off the table.
She works with actors and the director to help devise intimate scenes and advocate for the actors during the shoot.
Before you step into each other's personal space, ask Seb if it's okay. And he can say yes or no.
Yeah.
If he says no, that's fine. We don't do it. May I touch you on the shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a normal kind of just regular touch.
Being in the game for 40 years, Michala knows all too well how uncomfortable shooting a sex scene can be.
May I touch you really gently on the shoulder?
Yes.
So it's so different. That's so much more intimate, right?
Yeah.
So quality of touch is I could have done with an intimacy coordinator in my career many times. Okay, everyone set?
Yeah, set.
Awesome. Okay. Just stay on that line if you can. So we're getting a nice profile because it's chef's kiss. Okay. I certainly had a lot of uncomfortable, awkward experiences. And so, yeah, I wish this role had been around when I was in my 20s and even in my 30s for a lot of the work that I've done. I think that's hot. You know what I mean? Let's look at what's hot.
When you're acting out sex scenes, how do you navigate those dynamics of keeping a distance and keeping things professional during a sex scene?
When I work as an actor or an intimacy coordinator, the key to it is really separating personal and character.
How do you do that though?
Yeah, so you determine your personal boundaries with the other actor. You get really clear about what's okay and what's not okay for you physically, and it doesn't matter why. We don't have to explain it. I don't have to say, I'm uncomfortable because I feel sexually aroused at the moment. I don't have to say why. We just call it, we just all take a break for a minute. Is that good? Is everyone on board? Yay, I love that. You know when you're watching a show and you're just like, oh, it's so uncomfortable when you see a sex scene? I think that's because mostly the actors have been uncomfortable.
Right.
Because they've had no guidance or support.
Yeah.
Rip that shirt off, and I think take your time with the buttons.
Yeah.
And action.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No reason.
I think you want to kiss me.
Yeah. I was thinking about it.
It was really interesting sort of standing to the side, you know, when we were watching the actors, because I did feel really awkward and I felt a bit uncomfortable.
Well, it's such a private thing. And so to stand in a room, as you did today, as our crew did, and see two people in an intimate scenario that usually is quite a private moment, can feel voyeuristic and icky because we're not supposed to be there in some ways. But that's also the beauty of it, right? We're taking a little glimpse inside a world that we might not normally be a part of. So there's this kind of balance that happens with it where you're like, oh, I shouldn't be watching this on some level, but also I do those things. And cut, you guys. That was, no, it was gorgeous, because that's life. You're like, oh.
Michala's right. Awkward sex is only natural. And talking about sex seems to make us more comfortable with it.